Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stood at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you. I'd rather be
Hey Internet, Dracofunk here, and welcome back to my 100 subscriber special where I drive a Rover train to the South Pole. And right now we are back at the KFC. We are launching a new scout aircraft because last week, unfortunately, lost our scout aircraft, and the Kerbal Jaylee unfortunately did not survive. I'm not 100% sure what caused the crash. It crashed on takeoff. I know between landing and refueling, I did change the front nose gear a little bit to fix an orientation where it was pulling to the right quite heavily. And that shouldn't really have affected it, but something was off. I tested the aircraft after that, and I didn't have that problem, and I wasn't able to recreate the circumstances of the crash. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. But anyway, now we have Verdred. And she has flown this new scout aircraft. And didn't really get to scout ahead, but this part of Kerbin seems pretty predictable, so I don't really foresee a problem. I am going to have to do some scouting ahead probably almost as soon as the next episode to figure out which way I'm going, because I got to get around another set of mountain ranges, and I'm not sure which way to go. So right now we're just coming in for a landing here, and it's a little tricky. Whoa. Okay. So that was not my best landing. But we have made it. We are down on the ground. I'll shut the engines down, and Verdred can now be a beacon for the Rover train. Alright, so I'll go into map view and switch to the Rover train. Alright. And now set the target to the scout aircraft. And bring in the satellite dishes. And we can head out. And right away, something is wrong. The controls are not right. I basically, at this moment, do not have direct control. I cannot change the direction. I cannot make it stop unless I hold the brakes, and right now all I'm doing is I have the brakes put on, and none of the inputs I'm giving are doing anything. I tried changing my control area, and that doesn't work, and now for some reason I can't get rid of that. So I'm really not sure what's going on right now. I have no idea. So, like, even though I'm stopped, you can see I'm using electricity because it's like the throttle's stuck and it's constantly making a turn. And I'm trying right now, I'm going through all the controls and seeing if anything works or anything changes, and nothing. Got it now to where I'm at least not using electricity. It's starting to slowly recharge. I cannot get the screen for the clampetron off. I take off the brake and I immediately, without putting any input, just start driving around in a circle again. So I'm going to try and go back to the tracking station and switch to the Rover and see if that fixes my control issue. All right. Here we are. Let's see if things are working normal. Okay, well, that's a good sign. I'm not immediately driving in a circle. Okay, that seemed to have fixed it. Still not 100% sure what happened, but going back to the tracking station and switching to it seems to have fixed it. So we are on our way towards the scout aircraft, and we will be continuing on our journey. This is episode 29, heading to the South Pole. Which I realize last episode we didn't really... Well, once we had our aircraft crash and we lost Jaylee, we kind of just decided to not head to the South Pole that episode. Kind of give the Kerbals a week off to recover and do whatever Kerbins do. I would like to say, some exciting things, but there really isn't that much. This part of Kerbin is relatively uneventful. There are some hills. I started to wonder if there'd be an issue of running out of power. But this is luckily about the right amount of hills to where I can coast down and go back up. So I think we're going to be okay on electricity and battery power. Like, I looked up here, I know we had actually used almost 3,000 units of electricity when the Rover kind of went crazy. But luckily, we're going to be okay here. And there, you saw, I just switched the nav ball switched to target mode, which means I'm getting close enough to the aircraft. I think I can make it all the way to the aircraft this episode. I mean, obviously, I know I make it all the way to the aircraft. Because I record these, I speed up the footage 4 times, because this is about an hour's worth of driving. So I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. I make it to the aircraft today. So anyway, other news for the Highway 47 channel. So our first official First Friday public domain movie was They Came From Beyond Space. We got a copyright claim where they took our video down. We disputed it. They put our video back up. And unfortunately, the person who filed the claim denied our dispute, even though they do not own the movie. But we can't do the next challenge because it's just not worth it. So we have re-released the video without the movie in the footage, and we will see how that goes, since anyway, yeah, we re-released the video. We have a disclaimer. This has happened before, and last time we filed the dispute and we won. And that video you can now watch, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. There's also 2 other videos, public domain films that we've watched. Bride of the Gorilla with Vomit. Santa Claus Conquers the Martian, I believe, was me and Shaggy B. And then the guy with Secret Kung Fu, which is our highest rated video. I believe that was with all of us. Me, Scrodrick, Shaggy B, and Vomit. And next month, we have another public domain movie that hopefully will not be taken down. Unfortunately, I was not able to be there for that recording session, but it was Scrodrick, Vomit, and Shaggy B. Occasionally, unfortunately, my line of work requires me to miss certain recording sessions, and it's not just me. Sometimes it can be any of us. I think we are best when we are all there, but we sometimes can't all be there. But hey, last week we released The Return of the Incredible Hulk as part of our journey down all the Marvel movies. And I believe this week is the trial of the Incredible Hulk. We are at the point in our journey where we like to do all the MCU movies when we are all together. As I said, we are best when we are all together. So, therefore, we try and wait for a weekend when we can all be there. And if we can't all be there, we do what's called a detour, where we go back and watch some of the made-for-TV movies. And we only actually have 4 of those left. We have The Death of the Incredible Hulk, Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Generation X, and and Man-Thing. Those are the only Marvel made-for-TV movies we have left. I take that back. I think there are technically 2 more Spider-Man movies, but they weren't really even made-for-TV movies. They were kind of just like 2-part episodes that were once released as a TV movie. But we could go back and watch those. Maybe. But hey, if you haven't seen those movies, the Return of the Incredible Hulk features a TV version of Thor, along with the TV version of the Incredible Hulk. And then the Trial of the Incredible Hulk features a TV version of Daredevil. Although I don't remember if they ever actually called him Daredevil in the movie. They might have just referred to him as Matt Murdock. In other Kerbal news, the reusable space program is still going strong. We have launched the first space truck. It is currently on a mission to head to Duna. And we are coming up, hopefully soon, to the conclusion of Season 2. I'm trying to keep track, because the recordings for the reusable space program are way ahead of the 100 subscriber special. So, at least in release order. As in, I've recorded a whole bunch of episodes over the summer and have done all the voiceovers and released them. I actually haven't done anything for almost 2 months with the reusable space program, like in real life. The only thing I've done in Kerbal Space Program over the last 2 months is drive to the South Pole. And that's kind of how things go. Occasionally I'll record a bunch of footage. I will break it into episodes, do the commentaries, and upload them. And for the 100 subscriber special, I kind of do those during the week. I'll find a time where I have an hour, and I'll sit down and drive, and then render the video, do the commentary, and upload it. So that's why sometimes these videos, maybe they don't come out exactly on time, as in I usually have them on the day, but maybe not on the release time. And the reusable space program usually, has, at least for the past couple months, has come out at noon on Mondays every time, because I'm still almost a month ahead, like right now. Actually, I have 2 more episodes to do commentary for. And I could do them now, but I think I like having a guest with me, at least for these last couple episodes. So I've been trying to wait for a time when I can record them with a guest, at least occasionally. Let's see how close we are. And right there's about the 45-minute mark. I like to look and see how close I am. And if I'm that close, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go all the way. Because if I didn't... So this one, I actually go a little over the hour mark. But otherwise, it'd be like 5 minutes into it, I run into the scout aircraft. And I can already see off in the distance the next mountain range. So I'm going to have to make a decision very soon on whether I go east or west of that mountain range. My first inclination is to go west of it. Oh, and there's the scout aircraft. So I need to fly the scout aircraft out and make sure that there is safe passage where I can go to the west side of that mountain range. It looks kind of tight and kind of treacherous. If I go to the east of the mountain range, there's another river crossing, and it looks equally tight and treacherous. So I'm not sure which way to go. Hey, you know what you can do? You can put a message in the comments if you think you know which way is better, east or west. And I will listen to your advice. I don't know if I will heed it. I'm going to take a look for myself. If you haven't done so, like and subscribe. You want to click on that bell so you know when stuff comes out. And check out all the other stuff on our channel. Our movie commentaries, TV shows. We haven't done any TV shows for a while. It's been a busy summer. And also other Kerbal Space Program videos, other gaming videos, and Shaggy Bee's bike tours. Anyway, I'm Dracofunk, guys, and thanks for watching, and, we'll see you next time. I should say stuff like Scott Manley, fly safe, but, you do you.